Okay. What is up, everybody? We are back on ICC. Gonna be playing another 15-minute game. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've been on ICC playing 15-minute chess because I've just been on a about a month ago. I was on just a horrible losing streak, and yeah, it was pretty bad. So yeah, I dropped below 2,000. I just lost another game. Not very good. But yeah, let's try to turn it around and do as good as we can. Try to recover. I really dislike being below 2,000, so let's try to change that. So we have a King's Indian 4 pawns attack on the board. We're playing Grann from Norway. I feel like I've played this guy before in a, yeah, another 15-minute game. Yeah, so I have played him once with a win. I don't remember how that game went, or I think it, I don't know. It's been a while. But I feel like I played him before while recording. So yeah, my rating, 1954, that's pretty bad. I mean, at least I think for me. Maybe my standards are too high, I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, just a normal King's Indian, 4 pawns attack. It's actually called the Martz variation. Um, yeah, it sort of resembles the Marazzi bind, but white is played, of course, f4. Some more normal is like the pawn on f3. But what's interesting, sometimes you just play f4 in the Marazzi anyway, so this can actually be looked at as maybe more aggressive, and yeah, f5 will definitely come in a lot of lines. Yeah, I have some experience with this. I actually played a FIDE Master with this on the board about a year ago, I think. I think it was a year ago, a while ago, and we drew. I was white. It was a really wild game, though. Okay, so he's going into a think tank. He's obviously not that familiar with this. Alright, bishop d7. Yeah, this is the main line. Well, I shouldn't say it's the main line. It's one of the lines. Knight to g4 or bishop g4 are also possible. Yeah, if you're interested about this Martz variation, by the way, there's a really excellent book by Timothy Taylor, who is my probably my favorite author of chess books, called Beating the Grunfeld and King's Indian or something like that. It might be King's Indian first, Grunfeld second. I don't know which order, but it's Beating the Grunfeld and King's Indian, I think, by Timothy Taylor. Very good book. Okay, so rook to c8. I'm not very familiar with that move, to be honest. I'm a bit confused. I think a6 is more normal. But okay. Let's just, what to do? Probably b3, I guess. I mean, all sorts of normal moves. I could play bishop f3. I like b3, just supporting my center. I have to be careful. There's sometimes tricks with like knight takes c4 and queen to b6 and random stuff, but I don't think it's working here. Okay, so we're just transposing, basically. All right, let's get my king off of this diagonal. It's often a very good move when you've played f4, just to get your king away from any possibility of checks. Okay, so he's taking. All right, now we've definitely transposed into a fairly typical. Well, no, I shouldn't say typical. A lot of people that don't know the theory of this play this sort of stuff. Really? I can take that. Why shouldn't I take it? I'm just going to take it. I think that's just a pawn. Yeah, you quite often see this black players taking on d4. It's a sort of a normal idea in the Marazzi bind. Okay, so let's say I take the pawn. I can also play a4. Yeah, a lot of good moves here. All right, so his point is that he's on the e-pawn, obviously. But yeah, we don't care about that so much. I can also play very directly with e5, which is somewhat interesting. Or just bishop f3, controlling the a8 square. It's all fairly normal. Yeah, let's just do that. If b4, I can go knight to, yeah, probably knight to e2. So my whole plan here is to play a4 and get a passer going. Okay, so he's going there. Not a lot of choices. Let's drop the knight back. He does have a target on a2, but okay. So yeah, it's definitely very equalish, but I have a very clear plan of trying to target the b pawn. I can work with that. e5 and f5 is on the agenda. So let's see if we could try to yeah, hustle for the biscuit and get the gravy. I don't know. Okay. So he's pinning that. Hmm. So what to do, what to do? Probably a lot of moves that are fine. Queen to d2 looks very normal to me, right? Just attacking that b pawn. How does he defend it even? If I go queen to d2, he might be intending to grab the knight. Maybe. Okay, that's still a very pleasant position for me. All right. I really need to stop this losing streak I'm on. Oh man. Maybe I was a bit too quick to grab on b5. At first I didn't really notice the yeah, his point on e4, but yeah, it's still very okay. I'm so used to this structure with like this sort of structure happens a lot in the opening, so it's not very uncommon. Okay, here we go. Hmm. Now that is enterprising. So let's say hypothetically I play queen or bishop e3 here. Takes on f4, bishop takes f4. I'm on 2 pawns. I can even play f takes e5, d takes e5, bishop e3. Queen takes d2, bishop takes d2. I'm on the b pawn. Hmm. Then he has rook to c2. Interesting. Okay. Bishop e3 takes on f4. Bishop takes f4. Maybe there's something like knight takes e4, like a discovery on my rook, but honestly, I don't mind black taking that even. I might even play it like an exchange sacrifice, because that dark squared bishop is pretty valuable. So, what to do? Alright, let's just drop back. Alright, so now also the d6 pawn is, yeah, weak. A dream scenario would be like rook f to d1, knight to g3, you know, play on the b pawn and the d6 pawn. So yeah. Okay, obviously it's very equalish, but yeah, I have a very easy plan here. And it feels good to be, it feels good to have plenty of time. Alright, that's the biggest thing. I'm losing a lot of games, at least recently, with time-related losses. So it's good to have 10 minutes on the clock. Alright, so he's taking. Alright, any reason to not take? I don't think so. So we can play knight takes e4 here. Maybe he should. So yeah, it's going to be an exchange sacrifice, but I definitely have some compensation for it, right? I mean, I just feel like his king side is just going to be really, really weak. But we'll see. Knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, bishop takes a1, rook takes a1. Very tricky. And keep in mind, my bishop on f3 always controls a8. So if I can get a runner going. Yeah, he's not even going for knight takes e4. I'm sure if it was a computer, it would probably do it, but in human terms, I don't think it's a great idea. Alright, so now he's doing that. Interesting. Okay, so maybe, how to play this. He's targeting the e-pawn, which is my main weakness. Maybe bishop g5 to pin. I can also play queen takes b4, maybe, right? Queen takes b4, bishop takes e2, bishop takes e2. Then e4 is hanging, not good. Alright, I think I need a pin. Just to stop any knight moves that could happen. Alright. So if I could just get out of this pin, like rook f to d1, knight to d4, or knight to g3, or something like that, then this starts to look really, really good. I can play on the d6 pawn and the b4 pawn, like I've already mentioned, or just knight to g3 to safeguard e4. When b4 goes, those pawns on the queen side, excuse me, are going to be really, really good. The a and b pawn passers. Okay. Okay, yeah, this was an idea. I did consider this. So how am I gonna play this? Bishop takes h6, knight takes e4. Honestly, I think I just need to take the knight and play with that. It's not ideal, really. If I play bishop takes f6, then he has to take with the bishop, because if bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, then I have bishop g4, and in the end, I'm on the rook. So that would be good. So bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6 is forced. And then I could play, something. Probably rook, rook a to c1 or rook a to d1. Interesting. Alright, I need to take this. That's clear. I don't really want to, but yeah, I don't think I have much choice. So he's going to take, and then I'm going to play rook a to c1, I think. Fighting for the c file. I don't know. Rook a to d1 also has some points. Trying to hit that d6 pawn. Yeah, I'm really weak on the dark squares, that's for sure, but... Okay. So let's go here. Just on the simple point that I'm trying to prevent bishop c3. Can you do that anyways? Rook to c1, bishop c3 takes. Eek. Not good. Okay. Let's go here anyways. Alright, so I think bishop c3 is still possible. Then I'm going to go probably queen takes h6, now that I see it. I'm seeing ghosts. Yeah, okay, so the h6 pawn is no longer defended. I'm also hitting b4 which is the pawn I really want. If I can get rid of this b pawn, then c3 isn't as big of an issue, and I have passers. Okay, really? That's actually really helpful, because now I'm no longer in this pin. Maybe he's intending to take on e2 and go for opposite colored bishops. That might be his idea, which is kind of annoying, to say the least, but what can you do? Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, I didn't see that one, obviously. That's a bit more interesting. Okay, so it looks like I have to play knight to f4. The question is there a downside to that? If I could speak English. Knight to f4. I don't think there's anything to take advantage of that, really. Besides it being just generally very annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I have my rook on the open file, and still pressure on the B and D pawn. I know it's still a broken record because nothing has happened there yet, but there's still pressure. All right, I have to keep an eye on my time because that's been the biggest issue for the last like 10, 15-minute games I played. Is my time management has been really bad. So let's keep up the pace. Okay. Maybe he should have played bishop takes e2 there and gone for opposite colored bishops. See, even here I have knight to d5 maybe. No, I don't. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, let's play this, I guess. Not really much choice. Not really a pleasant move, but I think one that needs to be made. He might take on f4 now and ask me how I'm going to recapture. Do I want the bishop and rook endgame with bishop takes f4, queen takes f4, queen takes f4, g takes f4? That's probably better for me, maybe. He has play on a2 though. Questionable. Actually, I think that's probably a draw. A draw, right? Sorry about my voice. It's a bit cracky. I've been, yeah, screaming a lot early this morning. Went out with some friends for some fun. Okay. So, what to do? I like my time edge. The problem is, let's say he just plays like a normal move, like rook to a8, right? Okay, he can't play rook to a8 because of e5. Bad example. Um, okay, let's say he just plays like king to g7 or something. The problem is I can't really take b4 because then he takes on f4 and just gets the pawn back. Okay. Um, tricky. Maybe I should go for that. That's probably, it's very complicated. Queen takes b4, bishop takes f4, g takes f4, queen takes f4, bishop g2. Is that good? Probably is, right? It's two connected passers. Oh, I'm on the bishop. Okay. Maybe this is good. He gets play on the e-pawn, maybe. Okay, let's take it. Oh, he's on the rook. Glad I didn't do that. What about h4? I take with the g-pawn. Alright, let's just play a normal move. Let's pass the torch to him. Let's see what he wants to do. This is, yeah. It's kind of a pathetic move, but let's just see. I want to just hold on the position, not do anything. Let him think. Okay, he wants h5, alright. Wow. Hmm. Alright, target the d6 pawn, I guess. Somewhat annoying, all this, to be honest. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Very annoying, this pressure on f4. That was actually probably really good by him. Really? Okay, so now if I take on d6, what is his point? He takes on g3. Hmm. Alright, I'm not going to think too long. I'm just going to grab it, I think. Yeah. Enter it as a pre-move to try to keep ahead on the clock. Yeah, maybe he just missed this. I don't know. He must have a point, right? See, I can even take the queen now. Alright, so he has the bishop pair. I'm up a pawn, though, but it's a backwards pawn. His pawn on b4 is somewhat strong. I have the idea of playing, rook to d5, maybe. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Ooh, okay. Rook to d5 would get rid of that. Hmm. It's a passer. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. What to do? Rook to d5, takes on d5. Knight takes d5, bishop to d2. Hmm. Alright, I think I just need to roll the dice on this. It should be good for me.
Check.
Whoa, he's not even doing that. Okay. What is this? Wow. I don't know if he should have done that. I think he should have traded. Because now bishop takes f4, takes on, or, hmm. um, Alright, if I take on b5, takes b4. Well, then he has bishop d2, so I guess I have to, take. Interesting. Okay. Rook to c2 or something. Okay, he's going there. Alright, let's hit the b pawn quickly.
Black resigns.
Really? Resigns? I don't think this is so clearly winning, is it? I mean, I know it's good, but is it really resignable? I mean, rook to c2? How am I winning this, I wonder? Takes, takes. It's a pawn, yeah. Yeah, it's probably winning. I don't know. Actually, I'll probably do some analysis, and I'll be back in 3, 2, 1.